Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I'm here to answer a question. WTF is Tender? So Tender, currently, if you happenstance over to the Paradox Interactive Twitch channel, you will see some funky psychedelic screens labeled with the name Tender, which has 2,000 random people on the internet currently watching a countdown clock that is over 5 hours in length till the actual video starts. And most of these people in the comments section have no idea what Tender is, have no idea what a ARG is, and have never heard of an ARG. And I was amongst that list. I wanted to know, WTF is an ARG. So I decided to get on the internet and do some research. So here I am. Alright, this is the main page of an ARPG website. These fully fledged ARGs categorized below are confirmed to be the real deal. Active, alternate reality games are frequently discussed within the game detectives community and yield new developments often on hold. ARGs are temporary inactive but believed to return, while discontinued ARGs have been canceled or have otherwise gone inactive and are not expected to return. Completed ARGs been completed and officially ended. Official ARGs are usually high profile, high quality, and backed by a known commercial entity. Official ARGs can be extremely challenging and in depth and sometimes attract very large audiences, while not always the case. These types of ARGs tend to involve existing media or upcoming releases thereof. For example, a game developer might include clues for an ARG inside of one of their games, or might create an ARG to lead up to the release of content. They commonly include real-world situations, characters, plot lines, and challenges which engage with the community to create unique, authentic puzzle-solving experiences. So, the main thing here to get out of what I just said is that they are used often to lead up to the release of a game. So far, from what we can see in screen grabs on Twitch, on the Paradox Twitch channel, we see a world that's very dark, and we know that Paradox is the holder of many IPs. They've bought out tons of IPs, but amongst them is Vampire the Masquerade. And so an ARG that is kind of, this ARG is directed around following your soulmate. So it almost seems like an ARG that's a dating app. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get into it a little more here. Okay, here we are. The Tender ARG is official ARG produced by veteran puppet masters Alice and Smith on behalf of Paradox Interactive. So Alice and Smith are big names in making our ARGs. They've done it before. They've done it for other companies. It's what they do. And Paradox, obviously, is a game developer. That's what they do. And they are the owners of the Vampire the Masquerade IP. So, piecing one and one together, one can make an assumption or a guess that perhaps this ARG is being used as an event to kick off something big in the Vampire the Masquerade universe, mainly possibly a game known as Tender, with the ARPG Tender preceding it. So the Tender ARG is an official ARG producer by veteran puppet master Alice Smith on behalf of Paradox Interactive. The story surrounds Tender, a seemingly normal dating app which intends to pair soulmates using procedural emotion generation via machine learning, or PGML. At the same time, a conspiracy website, Trust No More, is releasing information that suggests a more malevolent nature to the app. Well, I doubt there's going to be anything malevolent. We are talking about Paradox here. Let's go ahead and look at the list of Tender quests. So there's a whole bunch of quests here. Here's some of the quests opened up. The first quest. Dear Beta Tester, it's an honor to welcome you. In the upcoming weeks, we'll gradually bring other members like you to join our platform and experiment the Tender universe. For this first week, a few exclusive members will have been invited to test basic features. Take the time to create your account and profile and explore the platform. We have 2 or 3 quests for you to complete, depending on your profile and emotional states. You can access them on your Tender home screen. During the next 6 to 8 weeks, we will keep adding various missions, challenges in your account. The more you progress, the more chances you'll have to find your ultimate soulmate. So keep coming back. After completing this, players are released into more open world format with multiple choices of what to do next. The Quest of Emotions. This, the first emotional activity players will come across, available immediately after the welcome video is complete. The video for this activity contains the following message. Some of the tasks we will ask you to do involve searching for knowledge, going deep into your soul, or expanding your horizons. Today we want you to learn more about emotions, namely the Robert Plutchik Wheel of Emotions. A fundamental work is psychology. Plutchik's research involves the study of suicide, violence, psychotherapy process. He considers there to be 8 primary emotions: anger, fear, sadness, disgust, surprise, anticipation, and joy. We left out one emotion from that list. Use your research skills on the web to find out what emotion is missing. It is a fundamental emotion in the Tender world. When you've found it, enter the answer in the box below. Anger, fear, sadness, disgust, surprise, anticipation, joy. I don't know, maybe love? Who am I? The quest unlocks on 2019-02-10 with a new video titled Poison. The following message. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did go. I watered in its fears night and morning with my tears, and I sunned it with smiles and with soft deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. Here, let's try something. Oops, that didn't quite happen the way I wanted. Bear with me here, I'm trying to... No, that's not what I wanted. Well, how did I go there last time? There we go. Alright, we're back where we were. Alright, here we are. And into my garden stole when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. This is a poem, A Poison Tree by William Blake. By entering William Blake in the answer field, the quest is completed. Reflect on your life for 1 minute. This emotional activity was only available on 2019-12-02-14 and was asked to the user to watch a video before completing the task. No challenge or input field was present. Find your first match. This emotional activity became available on February 15th and was referenced in an email sent to player. The activity includes a video which announces to the player that a match has been found for them. Their task is to find who this user is based on a number of interests. We understand your pain, all these nights alone, this wasted life, all this untapped potential that could be shared with your soulmate. We are here for you. Our algorithms have analyzed your input and actions, the profiles you looked at, what you love, who you are, and what you did last weekend. We'd like to introduce you to your first match. She is often on Tinder. Alone, she grows more distant from her husband every day. We think it's a good time to approach her. We have set the stage and presented your profile. She likes you. It's time to like her back. She loves cats and thanatology, but she's missing a toe. She's not online at the moment, so you may not have the chance to talk to her, but go ahead, explore her soul, and try to conquer her heart. Explore the various profiles lists on your home screen and hit the heart button. When you find who she is, put her nickname down below and complete this quest. Based on the information provided, users can search the profiles available to find one by a user called Deep Sapphire 4 with the following info. Bio. Humble, honest worker, looking to add something more to my day. Try to tame this wild mare and you're in for a hell of a ride. I have one missing toe and according to my husband, too many horse paintings. Interest, horror, metal, fashion, cats, and thanatology. Goodbye. After completing the first match activity and reaching level 4, this emotional activity becomes available. There is no answer to fill in, with only a video to watch. You will find a little heart on your screen. Click to see your match and the one who one day may become your soulmate. Each match comes with individuals and personal quests to discover and learn more about them. When you reach the end of the challenge, and if they are online, you will be able to talk to them. But for this session, you did well. You now have your first match. We will keep bringing candidates to your doorstep. We hope you enjoy your time with us. We love you very much. So, basically, I've taken you into a walk down an ARG lane to see a little bit of what an ARG is. And, well, it's kind of interesting, right? It's a puzzle-solving exercise that you can take kind of real-world influences in and utilize inside of an online environment. Obviously, I don't think Tinder is going to just be an ARG. Some are speculating that that's all it's going to be. But Paradox, well, Paradox is too big of a developer to, I don't know, just make an ARG. The ARG is kind of, well, a bit limited. It seems like a great way to build up the hype for the bigger game. And so I obviously believe that this ARG is going to be the precursor. It's going to be used as the media to push this product. And Tender does sound like a very interesting name for the product. It's very similar to Tinder. The dating app type focus on it does give it a very, well, appropriate name convention for a game that might be focused on love. However, what RPG experience could be focused on love? What RPG experience could have a very, I don't know, dark and sexual undertone to it? I strongly think Vampire the Masquerade. Um, how many times have vampires been used in a seductive fashion in either movies and or video games? And certainly Vampire the Masquerade has had its fair share of sexually attractive vampires, if you will. So, playing a uh, a vampire who stalks the Tender app inside of a game environment where the vampire finds his food and or victims and or um, maybe actual loves. I mean, who's to say that a vampire in this new Vampire the Masquerade universe using the Tender app might not turn the person that he finds into a soulmate and make them progeny? Who's to say that he won't feed on them until they die? Who's to say that he won't just feed on them and string them along and play with their emotions and keep them around so that they're permanent food? I mean, there's so much that could go into this idea that I think it strongly gravitates towards the possibility that this Tinder ARG is definitely the precursor to build up the marketing for the bigger Tinder game, which I suspect could very well be based in the Vampire the Masquerade world. And so that's what this video is about. Hopefully it gives you some kind of an idea of what Tinder might be. But until we actually find out, this is just my hypothesis. This is just my speculation. It won't. I think we will be discovering in the next 24 to 48 hours if my guesses are even in the ballpark to being correct. But I just wanted to kind of put this out there and maybe be a little trendy on this topic, because Paradox is a developer I care greatly about. I love Paradox games. I've some of my most hours in a video game are in Paradox games. I have over 4,000 hours in Crusader Kings 2, which is just an exorbitant amount of game time. So Paradox, to me, they're like my friends. I mean, I love watching the dev clashes. I love interacting with Paradox. They interact back. They're a great group. I just love them as developers. And so if I get the opportunity on my channel to be able to cover some sort of upcoming Paradox news that has a little bit of mystery to it, it just seems like something that is made for me to cover. And so here I am. I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. These are my speculations about the upcoming Tender ARPG / probably more than upcoming game, probably an RPG. But until next time, hopefully you all enjoy this content. If so, subscribe, leave a like, and until next time, peace.